Hello, my soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining today's Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to do a very exciting reading titled Your Outlook, right, for the new year 2026. Now, I know that time flies, right, really, really fast. And, just in a second, we're already wrapping up, in 2025 and walking into a new year. In today's reading, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to have a look at the general energy for you in the year of 2026. And then I'm going to separate your energy into the 4 different quarters. First quarter from January to March, second quarter from April to June, etc., right? Because of course, during the whole year, we could have some ups and downs or different focus. And then, of course, we're gonna look at your work, your relationship, of course, and your personal growth, right? Oh, actually, we're gonna put your personal growth first, and then work, and finally, we're looking at your relationships. All right. So today we're gonna pull a lot of cards, right? I hope you guys enjoy the reading. Now, at the very beginning of this reading session, I've already shown you 3 different options. You can see 3 groups of couples, right? And they are all in different environments. The first group is a couple dressed very nicely. Maybe they are at a formal event, a cocktail event, professional event, and they're watching the fireworks. Very beautiful. The second choice is a couple walking under the starry sky during nighttime, and they're watching this beautiful sky with the stars shining at them and smiling at them. And final choice is a couple very sporty, and they're walking in the mountains, right, surrounded by the lush green and breathing a lot of oxygen. So you can meditate with these 3 different options and choose a pile that you resonate the most. And then you can go directly according to the timestamp that I provided you in the video description. Now, with all that being said, I'll see you very soon in your pile. Oh, pile number 1. You have chosen this picture. It's a beautiful couple, maybe at a formal professional event or a cocktail event, and they are dressed very nicely and they're watching fireworks. And if you're attracted to this picture, this is a reading for you regarding 2026, the general outlook for you. All right, pile number 1. First of all, let's pull 1 card, right? Let's just set the tone for the year 2026 for you. What this year is about for you, all right? Pile number 1. Thank you, universe. All right. 1 card, and we have got, wow, the magician. Wow. Pile number 1, magician is a card of manifestation and power. Okay. So if you have chosen this pile, there's a general energy of this magician coloring the whole year for you. Now, magician is about your personal power. It's your knowledge, learning, your ability to show the world what you are capable of doing. The magician literally describes someone who is very good at what they do. This could be a master, right, in their field. This could be a very confident public speaker. This could be about the time when you take a leap of faith into the public eye, right, and let the world see how powerful and how knowledgeable and also how much expertise you have in your field, right, in your work, in your career, and sometimes even in your personal development. Also, the magician energy is a very, very dominant, a very masculine archetype in tarot. So this energy is also really telling you, my group number 1, that this is time for you to take the active role in your life, right? Take actions to manifest what you want instead of always being passive, always waiting for people to do it first. We're waiting for people to push you, right? The magician tells you that whatever you want, you say the spell, the magic will happen. All right. Very, very strong energy. Okay. By the way, the magician is number 1 in the tarot, right? Each major arcana is assigned with a number. Now, if you think about the year 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, that goes to 10. 1 plus 0, that goes back to 1 again. So this is sort of like in line with your energy as well. I really think that 2026 is going to be a year of starting new things, initiating, right? The so-called oneness, bringing everything into completion and create that oneness that you really want in your life. Very powerful energy. Now, Of course, let's separate the 4 quarters, all right, from January to December, right? 4 cards, and let's see if there's any specific messages for each quarter, right, for you. Now, I want to clarify one thing, yeah, because a quarter is still a long time, 3 months time. That one card does not mean that that energy will last for the entire 3 months. It could be that way. It could be the general feeling of that entire quarter, or this could be saying that during that 3 months time, there could be some significant energy there, even though it might not cover the entire 3 months, but it could be very important for you to notice and to understand and to know how to utilize that energy. All right. Thank you, universe, for pile number 1 under magician. Let's get 4. First card, Page of Pentacles. First 3 months, very good. From March until June, we have got Judgment. Wow. For July until September, and we have got the 7 of Pentacles. Finally, for the year end, we have from October until December, and we have the Death card. Very interesting energy. Okay. Now, first of all, the Page of Pentacles is happening around the year end, the beginning of the year. For you, it's about learning new skills. This could be about some of you guys literally starting a new job during this period of time, or maybe you're starting a new course, learning something new type of training, right? Page of Pentacles is always a very good sign when it comes to starting something new in terms of learning a skill or a work thing, right? This could also be about maybe you already have a job, but maybe you decided to start a new business on the side, little bit like a side job, right? Where maybe your own business and things like that. Very, very good. Just remember that page is something that is still youthful, that is still young and immature. So whatever that you want to do to create wealth or work, it needs a lot of nurturing. It needs a lot of investment of your time, right? So be extra gentle and caring, right, regarding this seed that you're planting in the beginning of the year. Then we go to Judgment. The Judgment card has a lot to do with the transformation, change. It also brings back a lot of memories, actually. Now, because this card is following the Page of Pentacles, this could be talking about while you are starting this new job or new learning, new study, new project, there could be significant change happening in your life. Maybe people you knew from the past could re-enter your life. This could also be about you having the opportunity together with the magician energy to sort of like redefine and rediscover, let's say, right, your personal power, right, the magician within you. Maybe during the past, right, several years, right, you lost that, or several months, you lost that momentum. And the Judgment is a little bit like a resurrection from the past, right, back to now and back to the future, and saying that now it's your time again to shine. Now, during the summertime, we got 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is July, August, and September. 7 of Pentacles is a time of waiting. However, this waiting is usually not really about feeling bored, because this card has a lot to do with investing your time, right? Little bit like the Page of Pentacles. So we see the Page of Pentacles as a seed. Then we see 7 of Pentacles as you nurture it, right? So I do feel that during the autumn time, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, of course, if you live in the Southern Hemisphere, Australia, New Zealand, right, whatever, this would be the opposite season. But just assume that you know what I mean, okay? Because I'm in the Northern Hemisphere. So when I say autumn time, I mean September, August, September, and October, right? Roughly that period of time. The 7 of Pentacles is really telling you that whatever that you are ready to do during that period of time, it's worth it. It's worth the time for you to invest into it, okay? And further strengthen yourself. Now, if you are thinking about, other things, if this is not about a work or career related, could be about something that you want to invest in yourself to enhance your personal power, enhance your sense of presence, right? Now, around the year end, we got the Death card. It's very, very interesting because the Death card and the Judgment card, both of these two cards are related to Pluto. And because Judgment is ruled by Pluto in astrology, and on the card of that Death card, we see a man, right, wearing the dark black clothes, right, and with a helmet, and his name is Hades, and his Roman counterpart is Pluto. So we're seeing very strong Pluto energy within this year time, together with a lot of money or career energy. So what am I feeling about this? Back to the magician energy. Okay. I think for group number one, this year is really an important year for your personal transformation because Pluto and Judgment, Death and Judgment, these two cards are both to deal with how to end something, how to release something, so that you can finally move forward, right, to see the sunrise. I believe that this has a lot to do with something that maybe you are investing a lot of your time next year into. And then during the year, you're going to realize that, okay, I've invested this much of attention into growing this, but also need to do a little bit trimming, right? It does not mean that whatever I'm putting into it, it will manifest 100%. But there's going to be certain things that I need to trim, right? I'm going to keep this part, I'm going to leave that part out, right? And after that 12 months period of time, you got a beautiful tree, right? You got eventually the sophisticated version of what you've been looking for. This is a very sort of like personal transformation and the work feeling. You got two pentacles as well, which is to do with the money, career, finance, learning, study, these kind of things. Okay. Now let's pull three cards, right? For your personal development, your career, finally your love life. Okay. Thank you, group number one. For your personal development, we got Mercury. Wow, you got a lot of Mercury energy here. The magician is ruled by Mercury in astrology. The judgment card, the person literally on the card, this guy is Mercury, okay? Hermes, you got Mercury again. Look, Mercury has a lot to do with learning, okay? Now, I do believe that a lot of you guys this year, you might be thinking about maybe even going back to school, going back to university, right? Maybe do a degree, do a course, something like that. By the way, I think that's going to be very, very helpful to you, okay? Specifically, if it's something that you thought about studying or learning in the past, but you didn't do it, this year is a little bit like you coming back to this topic and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna receive this training or this learning. Mercury is really telling me that group number one, you guys are extremely intelligent and smart. This card is usually showing that you're a very quick learner anyway, right? So be open towards absorbing new skills and new knowledge, right? Things like that. Very good, very flexible, very adaptable, right? Very multifaceted energy here, group number one. Work, Atlanta. All right. Now, one of the things about this, I want to tell you about two things, okay? First of all, group number one, you're absolutely good at what you do. All right. The magician is already confirmed that. We got a seven of pentacles with the judgment in the middle, which is also showing that the universe will keep giving you opportunities to enhance yourself. However, I do want to tell you one thing, yeah? Sometimes Atlantis energy can attract a little bit jealousy, all right? Meaning that because you are so good at what you do, sometimes people might be watching you, I don't know, social media, they're watching your Instagram, they're watching your, I don't know, Twitter, whatever, yeah? And they're thinking, oh, I want to be that too. Like, what does she or why does he have that, right? Why do I not have that? Now, one of the important things I want to say about this situation, group number one, is that you don't need to worry about it. The magician card sitting on top tells you that just show the world what you're capable of doing. And whoever that is gossiping or they're jealous, right? They're feeling, oh, they get everything they want. I don't get anything I want. They have got a problem that they need to solve. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. All right. You don't need to lower yourself to that level to please everybody. By the way, remember we talked about ending a new beginning. There could be certain people also leaving your life, all right? And also group number one, I just want to tell you that if anybody decides to leave your life, not to be a friend anymore, and not to give you the so-called love, right? And also, care that you always, you have always desired from them, please understand that they are not for you anyway. So stick to your own values, stick to what you truly believe in, okay? Now, love and relationship, one last card. Oh, Medusa. Okay, so definitely this year, I do feel that there's some kind of relationship or some kind of, this could be, doesn't have to be about romance. Okay, of course, majorly we are talking about romantic energy, but this also could be about some kind of friendship or someone you have something to, kind of a little bit like a back and forth with. Medusa tells you that it's actually important that you can really face a reality and tell yourself that what is no longer working out for me, I will have the guts to walk away from it. And also, I will never lose faith in my future relationship, in what kind of people that I want to believe in, that I want to love. Very good. Now, We're gonna pull one last card as a final advice, right? For our pile number one from Oracle of the Missing Heroes, right? What does pile number one need to know, my beautiful pile number one? Okay, right, just one card. Thank you, universe. Foundation Agnes, beautiful. This card has a lot to do with you building something, right? And I can definitely see this card resonating a lot with Page of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. By the way, this guy on the card Agnes, he was the one in the very famous literature, right, written by Virgil, okay, an ancient Roman writer and author, very famous philosopher. In the book, by no, literally his name, Agnes. And this energy usually is talking about you needing to, in order for you to build something new, there's also something that might need you to first eradicate, okay? Let it burn down, and then you can build something new. And the reason is because Agnes was originally a Trojan prince. The reason why he went on his epic journey, right? Eventually, he found Italy, right? And his descendant Romulus and Remus founded the first Roman kingdom. The reason why that could happen was because Troy was burned down first during the Trojan War. So Anias, the keyword is foundation, but it does tell you that building foundation sometimes does mean that old foundations must be completely eradicated and completely let go of. So I just want to let you know specifically with this relationship thing, group number one, there's something that is not working out related to you and someone. Could be about love, could be about friendship, but you really need to know that it's okay for you to let go, right? Because only by being brave enough to accept what is good for you and accept also what is leaving you is not good for you, you will be able to move forward and have a successful 2026. And I do believe that after this death energy, you will come out of this energy, right? You will come out of this new year 2026 with flying colors. You are going to do amazingly. Okay? Remember, this year, your number is one with the magician. Okay? One is your independence, it's your courage, it's your pure presence as being who you are. And that's what the number one is about. I wish you all the best, group number one, and I hope you enjoy the reading. If you like this reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel, share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye. Hello, group number two. Thank you so much for joining your reading session. If you have chosen this picture, this is a reading for you. I really love this picture, right? Beautiful night sky, starry night, right? Very Van Gogh, that kind of feeling, if you know what I mean. Yeah. This is actually one of my favorite pictures for this reading. Anyway, so today we're going to do your 2026 yearly outlook. We're going to pull one card from the major arcana to look at what sets the tone for the entire year for you. And then we're going to separate the year into 4 quarters. Right? We're going to pull 4 cards to represent each quarter. Now, of course, a quarter is still a long time. It's 3 months time. It does not mean that that one card is covers the entire 3 months. It could be that way actually for some of you guys because this is a general reading, or this could be about maybe during that 3 months time, something significant is going to be manifested or related to that one card. All right. Now, and then we're going to look at different areas. We're going to look at your personal development, your work, and your relationships. Okay. And of course, at the end, I'm going to give you one advice for the entire year from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. All right. So now, first of all, let's just pull one card from the major arcana. Okay. Group number two. What's the, oh, I feel like this one. You know what? Ooh, the Hanged Man. Okay. Now, one of the things about the hangman energy is talking about suspension and waiting, okay? Now, of course, this energy usually is not really talking about things are not moving forward. However, psychologically speaking, the hangman sometimes is really telling you that it's not really your fault, okay? Now, there's a very, very strong sense of spirituality and divinity, right, associated with this card. And that is the reason why the hangman is not saying that, oh, you did something wrong. Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't do that. That's why you have to wait. No, This card more often than not is saying that you have done enough. You have been who you are. You've been sticking to your principles. You've been trying the best you can, but sometimes you also have to wait for everybody else. Just because you are ready, it does not mean that everybody else is ready. Does not mean the universe can catch up with you at your speed or according to your expectations. Okay. I'm gonna give you a very interesting example. Okay. What do I mean by this hangman card? It's saying that, for example, let's say you're looking for love and you feel like I've been working on myself, right? I've done a lot of healing, I've done a lot of therapy. I'm really trying to improve myself. I've been doing that. I am independent, right? I'm earning money, I'm doing a great job. Everything is ready. But why am I still not meeting that significant other yet? This card basically is telling you if that's how you feel, okay? It's basically telling you that there's nothing wrong with you. You have been doing everything right, but maybe your partner is not ready. Maybe your future partner is doing something right at this moment to heal themselves. Maybe they're going through a difficult time, or maybe they are busy with something and they are not really ready to meet you yet. So that's why the hangman is saying that keep being who you are, but please also understand how to surrender yourself to the divinity, to the divine, right? And understand that whatever that is happening or what is not happening yet is for the best, right? For both you and the other person. If this is about work and career, this is also telling you that only in hindsight you will understand why you feel like you are waiting for something to happen, or you're feeling that you are sacrificing, right, a lot to meet, right, other people's, let's say, speed, right, or other people, they're slower than you, right, they're just not catching up with you, and you feel like you have to constantly stop and look back, right, and take care of other people's needs. That could also be one of the possibilities. But at the end of the day, the hangman is extremely spiritual energy. I believe that a lot of you guys who are picking group number two, maybe you also do readings yourself, right? Maybe you're extremely interested in spiritual studies and spiritual learnings. At the end of the day, the Hangman card is ruled by Neptune in in astrology, right? So this has a lot to do with the Neptunian energy, divine, timing, flow, right? And try not to force things too much, but let the universe bring it to you, right, at the right timing. We're gonna pull four cards, right, from the Mythic Tarot. Okay, let's get four cards for the four different quarters for our group number two. Okay, thank you. First card, first 3 months, we got Seven of Pentacles. Okay, still a little bit like a waiting energy. Okay, waiting, sort of like sussing things out. Okay, it's not a bad thing because Seven of Pentacles is talking about keep investing your time and energy and focus on what you're trying to manifest. Okay, then we go to springtime. Okay, we're starting from April, May, and June. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, now during the springtime, what I really want you guys to know is that there's further work that needs to be done, but it's almost like you are trying to balance that a little bit. Sometimes Nine of Wands is telling you that you're a little bit kind of like running out of energy because of this Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles energy, right? Maybe you're trying, you're trying, you're kind of like, I just keep trying, right? And where's the result? When do I see the result? And the night one tells you, okay, you kind of like reach that stage, but just know that there's a little bit more work for you to do. Of course, also understand how to take care of yourself, right? Don't destroy your health, right? And make sure that your mental health is also balanced. You're having fun while at the same time you're working towards your goal. But Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Wands, both these two cards seen together, is not telling you to give up, not telling you to just discard everything you have done just because you haven't seen the result yet. Continue, we're seeing July, August, and September. The world, beautiful. And then we see the results, okay? Now, the world card has a lot to do with completion, has a lot to do with, how do I describe this? Reward, okay? It's almost like finally all the hard work is being rewarded to me. Now, I can imagine probably the first half of the year for you guys, group number two, is a little bit like you're grinding your way through, okay? But during summer and also after summertime, autumn time, the world card really showing that something is being crystallized, right? You are seeing the reward. By the way, this card, the world card, is related to Saturn energy, okay? And Saturn is about you reap what you sow, okay? So this just further confirms what we're seeing here. Your so-called sacrifice is not wasted. Okay, your sense of waiting and keeping making that effort is absolutely not wasted. Finally, winter time, where it's in October, November, and December, last quarter for you. Justice, very beautiful. Now, justice with the world card sitting together is almost like a guaranteed success for you. Group number 2. I really want you to just know that life, of course, has not been super easy for you guys. And I get that. Sometimes we just want people to know that, can you see the effort I'm making? And I'm just not giving up. I'm just like, give me a chance. It's a little bit like that, right? You're gonna get that. Group number 2. The world and justice is saying that the universe will eventually will be fair with you. Whatever that you are putting into your work, specifically in the first half of the year, it's gonna come back for you in a fair and in a justified way, right? In the during autumn and winter time. I love this energy a lot. All right. By the way, Hangman is number 12. The world is number 21. Both will go to number 3. Double 3 in tarot means calming influence. So I also feel like whatever battle, right, that you are fighting, right, during the first half of 2026, you're gonna feel a lot more calm. You're gonna feel a lot better, okay, in the second half of the year. It's almost like, okay, I see the result, I'm feeling more calm, and finally I feel everything was worth it. Very, very good. All right, I love the justice energy. Very like, everything is balanced back, if you know what I mean. Okay. Very, very nice. Now, let's pull 3 cards, right, for your personal development and your career and your love life for group number 2. Personal development, Vulcan. Yeah, this is what I mean. All right. Vulcan is about patience. It's about grinding your way through. It's about humbly working on something even though you're not really seeing the instant validation, right? This could be about work, could be about relationships, could be about everything that, how the society, how your environment is making you feel, right? Don't give up. Vulcan energy has a lot to do with how productive you are, right? Even though, like what I said, right? Maybe the instant result is not there yet, but you're on the right track. I want to guarantee you this in this reading. Now, for your work, we have got Ceres. Okay, very nice. Ceres energy usually is talking about stability. So what I'm seeing for you is that even though specifically during the first half of the year, there's nothing really kind of like exciting, like boom, 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 fireworks. But Ceres is telling you that you will be stable, right, with your income, with your daily operation. Ceres could also be talking about older women, right, that you might need to deal with, but they're kind, they're nice, and they're very nurturing, they're very loving, okay? So if you are working with a older female person like a boss, or maybe a colleague, right, or someone that you collaborate with who's an older woman, this could be a very, very nice and chilled energy, right? I do feel that they will also take good care of you, all right? Finally, we're looking at your love and relationship group number 2. Mars. Okay. Mars energy. All right. Sitting in love and relation, usually saying that you are, again, impatient. You want things to happen right here, right now, and you want to see the result. Now, again, Mars is not a bad thing. Okay. It's showing that you have this motivation. You really want things to happen. But like what I said earlier, because the hangman energy is on top, and also you got Vulcan in your personal development, I just feel like you really need to slow down, right? And you need to adjust your expectations when it comes to love. Again, this has nothing to do with whether you're good enough or whatever that is. Whether you're single or you're already dating someone, I think this energy really tells you that maybe you really have to look at your love life from a higher perspective. It's not about I'm pouring this much love and energy into this, and that's why I need to see the result now. Um, Now, of course, sometimes it's possible that you are making the effort and trying to love the person that is wrong for you. And you know that from the beginning, from time to times. But I really want you to know that everything that you have done, you have given out, right, in a loving and unconditionally way, it will eventually come back for you, right, as a reward. Remember, Saturn and the justice is all talking about guaranteed reward. That could be coming from the same person, or that could be coming from someone else. All right. Mars with the Vulcan. Definitely also just one thing I want to say. Yeah. Group number 2, you guys are, how do I describe this? I love this energy a lot. Yeah. But I don't want you to take things very personally. Okay. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm not seeing the result, for example, in relationship is because, oh, I'm not good enough, right? I'm shit, right? That's why they don't love me. That's why they don't give me what I want. I don't want you to go down that path whatsoever, right? Sometimes things are not happening in the way we want. It has nothing to do with you, right? It's because of other people. It's because we're talking to the wrong person. It's because we're dealing with the wrong person. So this energy just tells you that have faith in whatever effort that you're putting into it. The hangman tells you that whatever sacrifice you're making, eventually is gonna move forward. But when that momentum comes, it's gonna go full speed. All right. Especially I'll say for group number two, first 6 months, patience, right? Patience, 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 and also healing yourself. Now, one last card. From Oracle of the Heroes. What's the final and overall advice for the year, right? For you. Thank you so much, universe, right? For our group number two, the starry sky, all right? I'm gonna pull this one. Ooh, justice again. You got double justice. Okay. Love this energy. Very, very strong energy. Okay. Now, look, group number two. When you have a lot of justice energy here, this energy is about commitment. This is about how serious you are. That you're taking. It's almost like whether you are in or whether you're out, a little bit like that. Again, I'm gonna use that love relationship energy. Okay, this card tells you that whatever relationship that you're dealing with, you need to show your sincerity. You need to show your commitment first. Sometimes maybe we're hurt by our past, right? We feel like, oh, I'm no longer gonna be serious. I'm not gonna give you everything, right? You show me what you have, then I'm gonna be evasive because I don't want to be hurt. This double justice is a very clear indication telling you that there's gonna be something. There could be about maybe a friendship. This could be about maybe a work project, right, or a career path, or something, or even like a love interest, right? Because you got Saturn in the middle with between two justice, I do feel that this is mutual. Maybe not mutual in the same way, but I do feel like whatever you are going to put into this, building this thing, right? Eventually, like what I said, the reward will come back for you. Maybe not in the exactly same manner, but it's gonna be as serious as you are. Okay, so this is not someone who's gonna play with you, like wasting your time, being very deceptive. It's almost I'm seeing both parties are very, very committed, and both parties are very, very serious about the issue or about the whatever that you think this is, right? This could be about again a relationship. This could be about a work project, a career path, right? Maybe between you and your boss or you and your business partner, something like that. But I just want to tell you that the entire reading carries a sense of seriousness. So I'm not seeing anyone trying to be dubious or being fake with you or kind of playing with your feelings or whatever that is. It's not. It's a very serious thing. Yeah. So group number two, whatever that you want to trust, right? You feel like, I think this is a good person. I think this is a job that is taking me seriously. Please also make your effort and take them seriously, right? And be committed to this relationship and be committed to this dynamic. And I guarantee you, like what I said, something beautiful, okay? Way more beautiful than you have ever thought would come back for you at a later stage. Thank you so much, my group number two. This is a quick reading for you for the months of, for the year of 2026, your outlook. If you enjoy the reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Bye. Oh, group number three, you have chosen this picture. You can see a couple, they're very fit, right? They're walking to the mountains, maybe they're doing some mountain climbing, maybe some hiking, very beautiful nature, right? If you're attracted to this picture, this is a reading for you for the year of 2026, your outlook. Now, first of all, I'm going to pull one card from the major arcana just to set the tone for the year of 2026. And then we're going to pull four cards to look separately the four different quarters. Now, of course, a quarter is still 3 months time. It's pretty long, yeah? So that one card does not necessarily cover the entire 3 months time. Of course, it could be, or maybe for some of you guys, that card could be representing maybe something very significant happening during that 3 months period of time. Okay, and then we're gonna look at your personal development, your career, and your love life, right? Your relationship. Finally, I'm gonna give you the final advice for the year, right? In order for you to have an amazing year ahead. Ooh, something just dropped. What is it? Ooh, High Priestess, right? Beautiful. Now, group number 3, High Priestess energy has a lot to do with the mystery, has a lot to do with your intuition. I feel like maybe 2026, if this is a general tone for the 2026, the entire year is a little bit like a metamorphosis in motion, if you know what I mean. This is not going to be the year of the result, but it's more like the year of in the middle of transition towards something, right? Because the High Priestess is usually saying that you are not going to see everything yet, but it's a little bit like you see something through this kind of like a semi-translucent veil, right? You see something there, but you can't see through 100%. A little bit mysterious, a little bit kind of like spiritual. It's like, what is it, right? So the High Priestess energy has a lot to do with sussing things out and still trying to do research, investigation, and understanding about something. The good thing about High Priestess is this card has a lot to do with your intuition. I do feel that for a lot of you guys, this is going to be a very spiritual year for you. You probably are going to sort of like reach a lot of understanding about what works for you and what does not work for you. And a lot of the major actual changes will happen actually in the year of 2027. But this year, information gathering, understanding, intuition, balancing, those are all the key themes for 2026 for you. All right. But we're going to pull 4 cards, right? Let's see the 4 quarters, right? All right, thank you. Ooh, first card showing up. We got 8 of Cups. All right. This is for the first quarter, first 3 months, January, February, and March. Continue. Springtime, we have got 8 of Pentacles. Summertime, July, August, and September, we have got King of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Finally, winter time, right? October, November, and December, we have beautiful Ace of Cups. Love this. Okay. Now, first of all, there's a very strong sense of relationship energy happening. Okay, group number 3. If you have picked this photo, I do think that this year there's gonna be some important relationship building for you. The reason is because you got a King of Pentacles in the middle. This is literally representing a male person, a king, okay? And because he's pentacle, this could be saying that he is a Capricorn, he is a Taurus, or he is a Virgo. Now, because we also have got Ace of Cups next to that, there could also be some water signs in him. Maybe his sun sign Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but his moon sign maybe in the water sign, right? Something like that. Also, because we got High Priestess on top, which is also very watery. Also, it's number 2, which is about relationship. I think this year, this has a lot to do with dealing with a relationship with earth sign male for you. Now, of course, it depends on whether you are a male person or a female person watching this video. If of course, this King of Pentacles could be about a love interest or maybe your existing partner, right? Someone you're dating or someone you're going to meet through work. By the way, we've got 8 of Pentacles next to that. This is something related to a work project, right? Or kind of career related thing. Now, you got 8 of Cups during the first 3 months of the year. Now, 8 of Cups, this energy could be talking about transitioning, leaving something behind and ready to move on to something that actually is more in line with your value. I do feel that perhaps during the first 3 months, maybe there's going to be some change you will decide to do. Okay, this is not something that you're being forced, but you will come to this realization that whether you want to continue to work with this company, work with this person, right? So you want to be with this person, because 8 of Cups is also a little bit like walking away, that kind of energy on your side. Now, during the springtime, we go to 8 of Pentacles, very, very strong work ethics and working focused energy, right? So during springtime, you probably will be very busy. Maybe events, right? Maybe a lot of clients, maybe a lot of business happening. This will really need you to be very, very focused. Now, because we got the 8 of Cups paired up with this could also be saying that during the first half of the year, maybe you're going to come to a conclusion about who you want to work with, who you want to work for, and who you do not want to work for or want to work with, right? Again, this walking away energy has something to do with your work zone, right? And it's very intuitive because the high priestess is also on top. Now you got double eight here. Double eight means new knowledge, new information, and new wisdom. So I do feel that in the first half of the year, even though there's some sense of walking away happening on your side, but you're also gaining new knowledge and new wisdom, new learning about why you want this and why you don't want that. Okay. So in a good way, this is about the clarity that is coming to you. And then during the July, okay, July, August, September time, we got a King of Pentacles. This earth sign person is going to play a very, very important role in your life. All right, during the autumn time, maybe you're going to be working with him, maybe you're going to be communicating with him a lot, right? Very beautiful energy. And we got Ace of Cups at the end, right? Now, the King of Pentacles with Ace of Cups could be talking about love, right? So for those of you guys who are single, looking for love, this could be about an earth sign male playing a very important role in your love life. Maybe you're going to meet this guy, right, in the second half of 2026. Now, if you are someone who says, oh, I'm not attracted to men, I'm looking for women, the King of Pentacles could also be talking about maybe a friend or just a male friend or a male ally, right? Coming into your life over the during the second half of 2026. He will be a loyal friend. He's going to be a loyal ally to you. Maybe you like a business, even a business partner, right? And you're going to enjoy, right, building a business or working together with this man. Very good. I really love the fact that you end the year with Ace of Cups. So almost like the ending of the year is also a new beginning of how you open yourself up towards new love, right? A new attraction. Very, very good. And again, coming back to this number two, high priestess energy, right? I think when this either Capricorn or Virgo or Taurus man appears in your life, you're gonna know anyway. Okay, you're gonna be very intuitive. You're gonna feel like, okay, there's something going on. You will know. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna pull three cards, okay, from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at your overall development, your personal development, your career, and your love life. Three cards. First card, the sun, beautiful. Okay, the sun energy is showing that this is time for you to shine, right? By the way, when the sun is paired up with the high priestess, is again talking about you know what you want, you know what works for you, and please trust your intuition. Don't self-doubt. Okay, this is a very strong energy when it comes to you know what you want, you know who you are, and sort of like respect your own choice, if you know what I mean. Yeah, shedding your light on things that work out for you and walk away from the things that do not work for you, right? With the Eight of Cups as well. Work career, Athena, this is what I just thought about it. I was thinking you're definitely gonna have a very strong career year. Athena in this position is about you doing a great job. You're very independent. I'm thinking a lot of you guys choosing this path, you're an entrepreneur. Okay, either you're an entrepreneur or you run your own business. Even if you are hired by someone, I'm seeing a lot of what do you call that, autonomy, right? In your work zone, right? You're gonna do an amazing job. Athena is very much that kind of leadership in you as well. Independence. I know how am I gonna do my job well. I know how things are working. I'm very strategic, very, very good, right? Specifically, with the Eight of Pentacles and also King of Pentacles, I do feel that not only are you gonna do a great job, but you're gonna meet amazing people in work and they're gonna support you. All right. Finally, love, group number three. What is love for you? We have got Persephone. All right. Now, the Persephone energy with the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, could be talking about something very important. It tells you that when in order for you to bring in a new sense of love into your life, you do need to release the old. Don't let the past people, the past, relationship and ex or whoever that you had feelings for keep bothering you. Okay. Now, the Persephone has a lot to do with your past entanglement or things that make you feel like it's almost like cobwebs, right, on your clothes, right? You can't really clean it. Ace of Cups is new love. Okay, this is new attraction, new love. You have to let it come in smoothly and easily. So Persephone tells you that whatever that you need to cut out, right, or at least emotionally, okay, setting boundaries, saying that this is not working out for me, but I'm ready to welcome new love and welcome new relationships. You really need to be very, very clear about that. Okay, very, very good energy. All right. Now, I'm going to pull one last card for you as a general advice for the year of 2026. All right. Thank you, universe. Group number three. What's the overall advice, right, for our group number three in order for them to have an amazing and smooth and happy year? All right. Thank you, universe. One card. Hope, Pandora. Okay, beautiful card. This card has a lot to do with you having the hope and keep believing in what could be in your future. This card is associated with Aquarius energy. Aquarius is about future. It's about the unlimited potential that we could see in the future, even though it's not here now. So, group number three, I don't care, right, how much difficulty you have had in the past, or how many times you have tripped, you have failed in certain areas in your life. We don't care. You should not care either. You should always know that the future is going to be created by your now. You are not going to repeat the bad history. You're not going to repeat whatever that hasn't worked out for you. And remember the story of Pandora. She released all the sickness, right, and the monsters out of the box, but she was able to keep that one last thing in the box, which is hope. So I really, really want you guys to know, my beautiful group number three, that there is hope there. There is beautiful future waiting for you. But for you, this year, 2026, it's a little bit like the first year of transition for you, all right? There's going to be a lot of beautiful things actually waiting for you in the year after that. But we will talk about that in the future. Thank you so much, my group number three. You guys are going to do an amazing job in your career, release old entanglement, and make space for the new. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the reading, remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye.